Guys, welcome back. Had interesting dreams the last couple days. God, my hair's getting dark. Yeah, the kitten runs this channel. The day before last was a dream about Slender Man. Slender Man appeared in my dream, and he looked like he did. Remember when I used to walk like 4 to 6 miles a day, like in the summer, and like not eat anything? Yeah, I hallucinated Slender Man once, and he was like looking at me real concerned. And this was the same thing, like kind of looking at me concerned. And yesterday's dream tops everything. Well, not yesterday's, today's dream. Um, I was working with these witchy witches to cover up a word I'd like to say, but you got the word I want to say? Okay. And they were doing this spell, but I came in, it was kind of like in my house, but not. It was like my house, my living room. At the same time, it was like this big ballroom area. You know how that happens in dreams? And I was setting up a ritual, and we had something to do with like these folding doors, like a folding screen, only they were glass panels and white wood, and somehow some of the glass panels were plastic, and somehow we're repairing them or something. And also, I was going around lighting candles. My old cat was back. I had a calico Persian, like when I was a little child. And she was a kitten. She was dressed up like a witch, and she wanted to run away. And I had the kitchen door blocked off with both. I don't know if any of this means anything, but I had it blocked off with sheer black material in like a plastic black shower curtain. And she wanted to run away because she didn't want to be part of the ritual, because she was going to become giant and big and dance to the music, because we were going to call up Satan. Like, what was that dream about? And Satan in the dream was this cuddly, warm, loving version of the Christian sense of Satan, furry and cloven hooves and horns and bat wings and a long tail. Basically our God with put Hot Topic accessories on him. And it was just the weirdest thing, because I was going to call him up, and he was like cuddly and warm and sweet, and he was going to bring laughter and light. I'm like, what was that dream about? Oh, good lord. And for those that aren't witches, there are witches that will say they have something to do with Satan. Now, whether they mean old god that got demonized, or they mean the Christian Satan or something, that's entirely up to them. But as Wiccans, we don't work with Satan. We don't even, recognize the idea of a ultimately good god and an ultimately evil demonic presence. So that was interesting, but this was a good guy. This was good Satan. Like Buddy Christ, Dogma. It's just like Buddy Satan. He was warm and loving, and he was like really short, like Bess. Okay, let's not say short. He was fun size. He was fun size. And he was like, maybe like 3 foot tall at most. And, because, I'm like 5'4" and I'm shrinking, so I can't say short. And he was cuddly, and he was like kind of wide, and he was like, I had this vision of him like kicking up like his little heels and dancing around. I swear, I don't drink and I don't do drugs. Well, I drink coffee. Coffee's a psychoactive drug, but I don't think it makes you hallucinate. Anyhow, I think I know what triggered that dream. I'd listened to a creepypasta, and it was one I like. It's Mommy and Me and the Devil Makes Three, and it's about this Christian woman has Satan father a child, and she knows Satan is the father, but she won't get an abortion. And the thing is, she's really mean to the baby. She's really mean to the child. Like, he has little horns and little tail, and she gets rid of those, and poor little baby. And Satan he loses his junk, and he's like, you did what to my child? So, he ends up getting rid of the mom, and he takes the baby home, because, mom cut off the tail and the horns, and oh, it hurt. And I'm like, that's a mean mom. If I had Satan's child, not that Satan exists, but if I had Satan's child, I'm not cutting off his horns and his tail. That's mean. So I think that's what brought the dream on. But yeah, it's kind of like a very sweet story because Satan's like the dad everyone wished they had. Like anytime the mom or anyone else does anything bad to the child, he's just losing his stuff and he is just going all over and, you know, getting back at people. Yeah, so that was why that dream came up. And I looked at Loki because when I wake up and I have really unusual dreams, I'll stop and I'll talk to them about it. And I'm looking at Loki and I'm like, Loki, you didn't have anything to do with this, did you? Because he's looking at me really way too innocent. And he's like, I had nothing to do with it at all. And I'm like, uh-huh. Nothing at all. And nothing about yesterday's Slender Man dream. Nope. I'm blaming the pukas. And I looked at him dead serious and I said, are there even pukas, Loki? Yes, there are pukas. So I don't know. Loki's got terminally insane because the longer you work with him, the crazier you go. I swear to the gods. But yeah, Loki's been having fun. He's been up to mischief. It's been interesting. It's a time of year with a lot of magical energy. And there's a lot of energy, both good and bad. But as I've been working and decorating the house, kind of like had like a brief visitation from my mom, which was nice. My dad can stay wherever he is, hopefully burning in the hellfires as people believe in. And, yeah. And Loki's like the first one to tell you, like, just because people are now sorry because they're up against it does not mean you have to work with them. Because if people abused you, for example, and were horrible to you most of your life, when, you know, when they're facing their God and all of a sudden they're super sweet, that's not when you have to forgive everything. You can't forgive some stuff. It's just, it's going to be with you. And you'll find out abusers, if you've had them, they have a very selective memory. They don't remember everything they did to you. You were making stuff up. They will not believe you and you're not allowed to talk about it. So I've kind of been going through that too, but that's okay because it kind of has to be gone through. And I was doing healing last night, which probably also triggered the dream. And I think Loki will take on, like he's taken on like a Krampus figure with people. And I think that's what it was. It was Loki doing this healing because I was like, who's doing this healing? And he's like, don't ask. And I was getting like his vision of like his like Krampus kind of like pan kind of, you know, everything amalgamated together figure. And I'm like, that's interesting. And I didn't care who was doing the healing. I was like, just so it gets done. And it's been a couple interesting days. I think it was Loki doing it, but it was more that nature side. It was more that wild side that can like do healings like that and get all that garbage out of there because there was a lot to unpack. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of days. And going crazy because the heat outside keeps going up. Like it was almost 70 yesterday. And today it's like in the 60s and I gotta go turn my heat down and I'm like going crazy. So yeah, but I am alive. I just haven't been making videos because if it's sometimes it's like so weird. I don't know how to even put it in video form, but yeah, that's what's been happening. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.